Hey there, if you're a 7-day trial user, welcome to ViralSweep and thank you for taking the time to try out our platform. And if you're an existing user, thank you for continuing to use ViralSweep, and we're gonna go over a refresher in this video. Now in this video, we're gonna be going through step-by-step how to create a sweepstakes with ViralSweep so you know exactly what to do throughout every step of the process. And my main goal is to make sure you can build your first campaign in under 6 minutes. I'm gonna review how to build your first sweepstakes, how to design your campaign and make it feel on brand for your business. We'll also talk about integrations for additional viral marketing power. And lastly, we'll cover advanced configurations for your campaigns. As always, if you need any help throughout the process of creating, running, or wrapping up your campaign, you can find support by connecting with us via chat, replying to any of the emails that we sent, and even scheduling a phone call. So let's jump right into our sweepstakes walkthrough. Now, before we build the sweepstakes, I actually want to show you around the promotion builder, see what it looks like and how things are laid out so you can get the most value out of this tutorial. But if you can't wait and want to skip ahead, the timestamp is on the screen and you can jump to building the sweepstakes right away. Now, the first thing to create your campaign, from the app dashboard, you can click on New Promotion or Set Up First Promotion. A window will pop up with many options, but since we're going to be building a sweepstakes, I'm going to click on Sweepstakes. Now, the promotion builder is shown in a split screen view. On the left side of the page are the input fields you're going to use to build the promotion, things like the title, the description, and your images. And on the right side is where you see a preview of your promotion. You can see what your sweepstakes will look like in 4 different stages. You have the waiting stage, the pre-entry stage, the post-entry stage, and when the campaign is actually over. Now, you can also preview the promotion in a variety of views, such as the full page view, a widget that gets embedded on your website, as well as a lightbox pop-up on your website. So note that as we update items on the left side, it'll auto-refresh on the right side after a few seconds. So if you don't see the right panel update immediately, it will, just give it a few seconds. There are also a few panels on the left side you need to be aware of, and you can also find them on the bottom of the full left panel. First is going to be build, and this is where you enter in the major information about your promotion. Next is design, and this is where you update the styles and the colors of your promotion. After that is integrations, and this is where you connect to your favorite platforms or marketing tools. Next is advanced, and this is where you help to set up your additional settings, more granular information. And finally, the last panel is done, and this is where you share and kick off your sweepstakes. And a last important item before we start, if you ever have any questions about what a field or a selector does, then you can click on the question mark, which will pull up the help center with valuable information. And you can also send us a message via chat on the bottom right corner of your screen if you ever need any help or further clarification. So let's get to building our promotion. For this example sweepstakes, I'm going to be a direct-to-consumer sneaker brand on Shopify that wants to build my contact list and sell more sneakers. So let's get to building. Start the timer. Let's build your first sweepstakes in under 6 minutes. We're going to start off in the build panel. Now, one thing I want to point out is that the app auto saves our progress, so there's no need to hit save during the building process. Now, first is the title. You want to be explicit and it needs to grab attention. A quick idea for a formula is win ABC prize valued at XYZ amount. So for me, I'm gonna write win 12 pairs of new sneakers valued at $1,800. Next is the description. You wanna give a few more details about the prize or the sweepstakes. So for this example, I'll write, if you enter this sweepstakes and win, then you'll get a new pair of shoes sent to you every month for 1 year. You choose any shoe on our website and we'll send it right to you in your size for free. The best way to stay fresh for an entire year. Sponsored by Jim's Sneaker Shop in Detroit, Michigan. Next is duration. Your sweepstakes should run about 4 to 8 weeks. I'll run mine from mid-August to mid-September, so about 4 weeks, and I'll run it on my time zone. Next are winners, and it's up to you for how many you want to have, and you should consider how much money you want to spend funding the prizes, because more winners means more costs. Now typically, any prize under $100 should have more than one winner. More potential winners will motivate people to enter since they feel like they have a better chance of winning. But if you have more than 5 winners, then consider running multiple sweepstakes on shorter durations. I'm going to choose to have 3 winners. Now onto the landing page URL option. If you're going to embed this sweepstakes on a page on your website, such as gymsneakers.com/giveaway, then I would enter that specific URL right here. But I'm not going to host it directly on my website. Instead, I'm going to direct all of my traffic to the built-in ViralSweep landing page for my sweepstakes, which looks like this. Next is entry frequency. Now you can choose how often people can enter into your sweepstakes. And typically you can keep this as a single entry, but you can explore other options if you'd like to. Next are pre-entry forms, and this is the information that you'll be collecting from your entrants. You can ask the basics, such as their first name, their last name, or even their email address. Plus, we have a ton of built-in fields that have contact information, CAPTCHA, image upload, and much, much more. Now, you may want to include a checkbox or a radio box as a question that helps you segment your audience so that you can do more targeted marketing after they sign up for your sweepstakes. For me, I'm going to ask them what type of sneakers they're most interested in, men's, women's, or kids. I do this so that I can send them emails or add these entrants to retargeting lists so that I can show relevant ads or emails to relevant groups. This segmenting technique can dramatically increase your conversion rates for your sales campaigns. And you can also change the text and the color of the enter button right here. Up next are post-entry social actions. Now this is where you can get the viral social lift from users who have already entered into your sweepstakes. Now when someone signs up for your sweepstakes, they're sent to a thank you page that has a list of all the different actions they can take to earn more entries. They're already excited about the possibility of winning, so let's leverage that energy and get them to complete activities that will have your sweepstakes going viral in their little personal social circle. You can select as many actions as you want and how many entries these are worth. Add as many as you can to increase your viral lift of your sweepstakes. For brevity of this tutorial, I'll add 2 of them. I'll have them visit my Instagram page, and that's worth 2 entries. And I also want them to retweet my best performing tweet, and that's worth 5 entries. Next is the hashtag entry option. Now, if you want people to be able to enter in your sweepstakes by using a hashtag, then you can specify that here. For example, if someone uses the hashtag 12 kicks for 12 months between these contest dates, then they can be entered in my sweepstakes. This is optional and does require that you're on our business or premium plans. Next is the logo, just a few clicks and I'll upload my logo here. Up next are product images. Now, you're gonna need some eye-catching images to get people excited about your sweepstakes. The better the pictures, the more entries you will get. In this example, I'll add some of my most popular sneaker styles and colors of sneakers, and maybe even a picture of someone wearing my sneakers too. Let's bring it to life, you know? And it's best that these images are square and you need to upload them one at a time. Next is the background image, and I like to use something that clearly gives initial context to the type of promotion that I'm running or the prize that's available. Now note that you can upload original images or grab one from our built-in image library of royalty-free images. I'll use a built-in image from the image library, just type in shoes and some pictures come up, and I'll use this one. And lastly are the official rules. Now, all sweepstakes need to have official rules to protect yourself and your business. We have an official rules template generator, which makes it very, very easy for you. All you need to do is fill out a few pieces of information and you're ready to go. From here, click done. If you're missing anything, the app will turn red on specific spots and tell you to fill it in. And if you filled everything in completely, then you'll be shown the install screen. And that's it. At this point, you're actually ready to launch your sweepstakes, and that took less than 6 minutes. Now you have many options for installation. Before that though, you can send some preview links to other people on your team so that they can see your sweepstakes and give you any feedback. But if you're satisfied with everything and you're ready to launch, then you have a few options. First, you can direct traffic directly to the page that we host on your behalf. And this is by far the fastest and easiest way to do it. Your second option is to host your sweepstakes manually on your website by embedding the code snippet for each type of style. We have a full page style, a widget style, and a lightbox pop-up. Now, if you need help with this, then please click the chat icon in the bottom right of your screen, and we can help you and walk you through the process of installing this manually on your website. Now, lastly, you're going to see specific platform installation icons. And essentially, they're all the same, such that you need to embed a code snippet on a page of your website that you want the promotion to appear on, no matter which platform your website is hosted on. And that's it. That's how you get your promotion created and installed and ready to take entries. But if you want to customize it a bit more, maybe add some colors or some styles, then you can do that in the next few panels. So with that, let's click on Design on the left-hand side. Note that you can save all these design settings that we'll cover in this section here as a template so you can build your next promotion even faster with a consistent look and feel. On the first panel, we have a few options, and first is fonts. You have a few options, and you can choose separate fonts for your paragraph text as well as the header text, and you can also change the colors of those right here. Icons are next, and these are the little images on the bottom of your sweepstakes sign-up form as well as the other parts of the form here. You can change the icons and even the colors of those icons. Next is backgrounds. Now, this is where you can update the background colors for each element of your form. For example, if you wanted to turn the form gray or even a light blue, you can do that here. I like mine the way it is, so I'll keep those the way that they are. Up next are form fields. Now, if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty details, then you can even edit the form field appearance. I wouldn't do too much here. This design works just fine for me. But if you do want to update them, then you can read through the prompts and see what specific items you can change, such as the background colors, the borders, and even the fonts. Here you have other buttons, still yet more options for customization. Next is borders, and yet again, more options similar to these that are above. Next up is campaign details. This is where you can rearrange the order of the icons at the bottom of your form. Remember, we updated the colors in the icons a little bit earlier. And you can even add a live countdown timer to create a sense of urgency for your sweepstakes. For layout, this is where you can set some of the design parameters about how wide you want the form to be and how it's going to display. Up next are email notifications. Now, the email notification feature allows you to automatically send an email to an entrant the second that they enter your promotion. This email can come from your own email address and your company name, and the content of the email can say anything that you would like. Note that if you're sending an entry confirmation email through an integration such as Klaviyo or MailChimp, which we'll cover in just a moment, then you're not going to need to use this email notifications feature. This is the custom CSS panel. CSS has to do with styling written in HTML code, and you can input that information here if you know how to do that and what that is and how it's used. From here, we have leaderboard. Now, the leaderboard will show your entrants how many entries they have compared to the leaders of the entire group of entrants. Now, including a leaderboard is a great way to incentivize more social participation from your entrants since they can earn more entries that way. Lastly is language. Now, English is the default language for our application. So this is where you can change all the text for the buttons and other static bits of copy to any other language that you prefer. For other text like the title and description, you've already had the capability to enter any other language. These options right here are for buttons and other static bits of copy in your sweepstakes. Next, let's look at the integrations panel. First is email and SMS integrations. For example, if you use Klaviyo, then you can enter in your API key and select the list and you're all set. Now, everyone that entered into your sweepstakes will now be added to that specific Klaviyo contact list. And then you can have those people put into a drip email campaign that is specific to your sweepstakes. For example, you may want to send them 3 emails. First, a confirmation of entry message right away. You want to thank them and as well as explain the social actions that they can do to increase their chances of winning. Then a day later, send them more information on the prize with a link to do more social actions. And then 2 days after that, maybe share your best piece of content with them and get them more exposure to your brand and offerings in other channels. Next are other integrations. These are more service-based integrations like Zapier, Google Analytics, and Facebook Pixels, things like that. And you can set those up right here. Tracking scripts go here, and you can put other pixels here, such as retargeting with ad roll, so that you can create custom audiences later down the line and remarket to these sweepstakes entrants. Next is the Advanced tab on the left. First is the spam filter. Now, this is the first line of defense to prevent cheating. For example, when someone uses a different device, on the same connection or IP address to get more referral signups, we can block that. Keeping this at high is very recommended. Next is sender authentication. You can use this to authenticate your domain for sending out those email notifications that we talked about in the design section. You don't need to do this, but it can help with deliverability and making sure your emails don't end up in the spam or the junk folder. And if you're sending emails through a service such as Klaviyo or MailChimp, then you don't need to worry about this. Up next is verification codes. The verification codes feature allows you to require your entrants to input a code that they'll receive via email before their entry is considered complete. Now, this is a feature that is a great way to combat users that use fake email addresses to enter into your campaigns. Note that this is only available on our business plans or higher. Geo-targeting. Now, if you want to limit access to certain countries, maybe you only ship your products from your Shopify store to the United States, then you can enter the country or the countries that you want to accept entries from right here. And you can even get it down to a specific state if you're in the United States or Canada. Next is block or allow IP or email domains. If you have a certain email domain or IP addresses that you want to block or only take entries from, you can input those right here. Next is entry limit. Now, the entry limit feature allows you to close your promotion down as soon as you hit a certain number of entries. Now, this is a great feature for the first come, first serve giveaways where you actually have a limited quantity of items that you actually can give away. And not so much for sweepstakes, but I wanted to cover that as well. And you can read more about that by clicking right here. Lastly, redirection upon entry, aka a custom thank you page. Now, this feature allows you to automatically direct people to any page that you want after they enter in your sweepstakes. By default, when a user enters a sweepstakes, they'll get taken to a post-entry page that allows them to earn bonus entries for performing actions like sharing and referring friends. Now, if you want to override this post-entry page and instead you want to direct people to a different URL, you can do that right here. Just remember, if you enable this feature, entrants will no longer see the post-entry page with social actions to perform to gain more entries. Instead, they'll be taken to the URL that you have input right here. When those customizations are done, click on Done. And if you're missing anything still, the app will turn red on specific spots and tell you to fill it in. And if you filled everything in completely, then you'll be shown the install screen. First, you can direct traffic directly to the page that we host on your behalf. And this is by far the fastest and easiest way to do it. Your second option is to host your sweepstakes manually on your website by embedding the code snippet for each type of style. We have a full page style, a widget style, and a lightbox pop-up. Now, if you need help with this, then please click the chat icon in the bottom right of your screen, and we can help you and walk you through the process of installing this manually on your website. Now, lastly, you're going to see specific platform installation icons. And essentially, they're all the same, such that you need to embed a code snippet on a page of your website that you want the promotion to appear on, no matter which platform your website is hosted on. Now, you can place a link to it on your website, post it on all of your social media channels, send your sweepstakes out to your entire email contact list. You can create paid ads on Facebook, Google, Instagram, or any other platform that draws in new users. And you can even partner with other complementary or similar companies and have them send it out to their email list and social channels as well. Now, hopefully you found this video helpful and are able to create your next sweepstakes campaign with ease. And as always, if you need any help throughout the process of creating, running, or wrapping up your sweepstakes, then you can find support by connecting with us via chat, replying to any of the emails that we sent, or even scheduling a phone call. Be sure to check out our other videos, including a Get Started video to show you around the ViralSweep platform and how to create a massive return on investment with the information that you gathered from running your sweepstakes. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.